Okay, good day everyone. This is Annabel Tapot Kamayan, teacher 1 applicant for the Division of Bohol. So today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to use Excel to compute grades, to get the percentage, the equivalent, and also the transmitted grade of our students, just to make our life easier. So I will share to you now my screen. Okay, but before that, I would like to share to you that this is my certificate. That this one is, I took this one last May 1, 2021 until May 15, 2021, which is equal to 100 hours. I hope that you still accept this certificate. So let's start. So this is my example of class record of my previous school. So don't worry, the names are not the real names of my students for the data privacy only. So this is our written words performance task. That is our new grading system for this time of pandemic. So first, we're going to look for the sum of the two. For the sum of the pieces, we need to right click, then write sum, open parentheses, and highlight the two columns. Make sure that the last column belongs to letter C. As you can observe, that is letter C. Then close parentheses, then enter. So no need not to drag it down, but you need only to click this small square below. Double click. Okay, as you can observe, that's right. Another, we need to sum this one. Don't forget to write equals, then sum, open parentheses, highlight the four columns. Make sure the four columns is, the last column is letter H. That's correct. Then close parentheses, enter. Double click here in the small square here. Okay. So next, long test, the same thing, sum, open, then if you cannot click the column, just make sure to look at the letter, which is letter J. Next is write the number, which is 13. Then close parentheses, enter. Double click again. So let's go for the performance task, sum, open, double click the three columns, then close parentheses, enter. Same for the performance task. Sum, click the column, double click the small square. Okay, the self-monitoring, equal sign, open, click, double click. Then sum, open, the two columns, okay, double click. You can also do this one, write it down, or you can use this one, double click. Double click. Next, for the teacher parents evaluation, in close parentheses. Okay, that's right. We're done with totaling all, to get the total of all our quizzes within artworks, written works, performance tasks. Okay, so let's go now to our computed grades. We need to get the equivalent to percentage, the initial grade, and the transmitted grade. No need not to copy. No need to copy all the totals here, but to make our life easier, we need to link everything from the sheet CR English to CG English. Okay, so let's put equal sign, then go back to CR English and click the total, which is 24. Enter. As you can see, it is already transferred here. Okay, so 24. As you can observe above, CR English is written here because it is already linked in CR English sheet. Double click so that you can copy everything. So So as you can observe, 22 is the last year. Okay, see? That's right. Next is, we will do the same for activity written outputs. We will link the total here, which is 45. Okay. Double click again. Copy everything. Long test, the same thing. Is 25. So we will copy everything for the PBT. Okay, total 61. Double click. So we will link first everything before we will total that. Next is performance task, which is 50. Double click. Student monitoring, which the total is 20. One student learning portfolio, which is 40. Teacher parent evaluation, total is 20. Okay, so we link everything from CR English going here for the computed grades. Okay, so now let's add the same thing. We write, put equal sign, then sum, open parentheses, then highlight the 3. Make sure that the last letter here is letter D. Okay, correct? Then close parentheses, enter. So this is our total score, then double click. So in order for us to get the equivalent, we need to total divided by itself, which is 94 because that is our total score, right? And then times 100. Make sure the result here is 100 because that is our perfect score in LP activities. Okay, very good. We get the correct answer. Now let's double click so that it will copy below. Right. Next is equivalent. On a percentage, I mean. So in order to get the percentage, we need to multiply equivalent. Don't forget to put equal sign. Equivalent, click this one, equivalent, times 40%. So the decimal for 40% is 0.40, then enter. Enter. Right. So, because this is 100%, so our percentage is 40%, which is perfect. Then click here 2 times. Okay, right. The same thing, we need to total first. The items were here. Equal sign sum, open parentheses, then click the columns until here L12 and L12. Then close parentheses, enter. Double click. For the equivalent, the same thing as we did here for the written words. We need to click this one, 191, divide by itself, which is our perfect score, 191 times 100. Make sure our result is 100 here. Okay, we get the correct answer. So let's click, double click. For the percentage, the same thing, we need to multiply equivalent times 60% for our performance task. So the decimal for 60% is 0.60, then enter. So good. 60%, then click, double click. So for our initial grade, we're going only to add the 40% and 60%. Make sure that the result is 100%. Again, because this is our perfect score here above our perfect score. So put equal sign, then click 40 plus sign, 60, then enter. Okay, that's correct. Double click. So for our transmitted grade, let's try to look at first here the OLR data, the interval and the equivalent, which means 0 is equal to, the equivalent of 0 is 70, 13 is 71, and so on until we will come up to 100. Equivalent is 100. Okay, let's go back. So all we need to do is always remember to put equal sign, then we look up Then open parentheses, click the initial grade, comma, and then go to OLR data, then highlight this one. Do not do like that. You should highlight this one going to your right, then go down until we will reach to 100 then, and so we're done. As you can observe here, this is our formula, but there's still lacking here. Before that, we need to put $sign before and after the letter B and C. $sign. And then, comma, when we say column index number, we have two columns here, 1, 2. So we'll write 2. Next is for the range lookup. So when we say range lookup, we only have one range here. So we'll write 1, then close parentheses, enter. Okay, we get the correct formulas, 100. Just click here, double click the small square. Okay, so that is their final grade for grading for English. So this one, this is 70 because as you can see, the 0, the equivalent of 0 here is 70, right? Okay, so that's why 0 and it is also color red. So every time the grade of your students is lower than 75, the color of the font is red. 70 to 74 is color red. So through that, you can monitor who among of your students that failed. Okay, so now we got already the transmitted grade. So what I did in order for us to monitor the students' progress, this one is the fourth grading for English. So in order for us to monitor the students' progress, so I'm done with first, second, and third. So let's check for the fourth quarter. So it will be automatic to appear here. So we need to link everything from CG or the computed grades. Let's put equal sign, then go back to computed grades, click 100, and enter. I'm sorry. So click equal sign, and go back here. We will just click 96 because we only record the name of Jason. Enter 96, so that is his grade, then double click. So let's try to look at if we have the same result. Okay, that's correct because we already linked the grades from CG going here. Okay, through this one, we can monitor our students' progress. Who is decreasing, and increasing their grades. Okay, so I hope you learned something new today on how to compute grades of your students and how you should know also how to create your own formula to make your life easier. Thank you.